Good afternoon,
Yeah.
sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay. So, how are things going?
Yeah, everything going well.
Okay. All right. So, as this is our first encounter, I would like to introduce yourself, please.
Yes, sure. So my name is Sandeep. I come from Jharkhand, and my major is accounts and finance. I enjoy reading books, traveling, learning languages, talking with the strangers. So yeah, it's all about me.
Okay. All right. That's a nice introduction of yours. Let me introduce myself as well. My name is Shabnam, and I'm connecting with you from Mumbai. By profession, I'm a pharmacist. I'm a full-time trader, homemaker, and mother as well, and a part-time YouTuber. I can say I'm a part-time YouTuber as well. So this
Yeah.
is all about of me. Yes. So as you told me, sir, like you like love learning languages. So how many languages do you know apart from this English and Hindi?
I know Hindi and English. I'm learning right now. Even simultaneously, I'm learning Spanish, and I know Sanskrit, Urdu. Yeah.
Oh my God, you're a polyglot. Like you have lots of experience about the languages. So what about the Spanish? Is it hard? Is it challenging for you? And how long have you been learning this
So
Spanish
it is
language?
challenging. It is challenging. Why it is challenging? Because it is totally new language. When we talk about any other language like Urdu, so we know we Indians speak Urdu because Urdu or Hindi are the same. And when we talk about English, so English we are learning. We are we are not
Mm-hmm.
speaking from since childhood, but still we are learning how to write and everything. Even we are writing to learn English or like other language, it is we are already familiar. But when we
Mm-hmm. Yes.
when we are going to learn any new language, so it is really challenges because you have to start from the beginning. Like you are a child like that, and
Mhm.
you have to
Yes,
start
exactly.
from like alphabet, you can say.
Mm-hmm. And also, like English language, we already in our school, in our academic study, we have gone through this language, and it's a universal language. So everywhere, whenever we go outside, we can easily familiar with this language. But when it comes to Spanish, so you how do you get the environment? Because Spanish, no person is in this India, like especially India, we never like use Spanish language. So how do you get the environment? How do you practice and connect with the other people in order to practice your language?
I have a lot of friend. Even I have a lot of friend. They are living outside of India. So even not for a Spanish, if I want to learn any language, like any
Mhm.
language I can learn because I have a I have some platform where you can connect with all over the world. There is a people all over the world that they are learning a lot of other languages, so depend on you. So I am learning a Spanish. Actually, I'm just right now I'm focusing on English, but the same time I'm learning Spanish too, because Spanish, I think Spanish is the third one mostly spoken all over the world. English is the first one, Chinese is the second one, Spanish is the third one. So Chinese
Okay.
is also need to learn. Actually, Chinese. If you want to learn, you can learn Chinese because the population of China is really so huge. That's
Mm-hmm.
why Chinese is
Mm-hmm.
mostly a spoken language. But at least we have to learn when we talk about the international language. At least we have to learn two languages like English and Spanish too.
Okay.
So
So,
even
have you ever got confused between both languages because simultaneously you are studying both languages? So, have you ever got confused between both anyone? Because I remember once I tried to start the learning Arabic language, and but my total focus on this English language, so I found myself a bit difficult because Arabic language also is quite challenging. So simultaneously learning that language, sometimes like I got confused between both, and then I thought no, like my first priority is this language, and like in the future subsequently I will focus on that as well. But this has happened with me. So have you ever gone through this situation where you get perplexed, got perplexed?
yeah, when you feel like you are comfortable in English, you can talk with any person, and you feel like you have to be continue in practice only. You not need to work on further. Then you can go for other language. If you work, if you learn two languages at the same time, it will be difficult for you. Even to
Mm-hmm.
learn language, not kind of the piece of cake, because it takes times. It is a kind of journey. So really, it takes time, so you can learn together. But if you have a time, for example, you are free person and you have enough time to put, then you can learn two language, even you can learn three language at the same time. So if you have a time,
Hmm.
then only you can learn. If you don't have time, you are learning language doing your full time job, like being a student or whatever we do. So to just manage 1 hour or 2 hour on daily basis just learning one language is really difficult task. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's really difficult for me. So mostly I'm focused on English, but whenever feel like I'm comfortable in English, then I will focus totally on Spanish.
Okay, so like you learn Spanish like in a low ratio, like 70%, 80% focus here, like in this English language, and 20, 30% you pay attention, pay heed over there in the
Yeah, but
Spanish. Am I right?
yeah, right. And one of the best, the one of the reason, because when I learn Spanish, in my environment there was no anyone I have to talk. Even if I will try to talk with someone, they are not gonna to understand anything. So it is really so difficult for me, because whenever if I learn a Spanish, I have to use those language only in a virtual way.
Exactly.
I have to speak with and practice with a person they are from a Spanish and not a Spanish, but they know Spanish very well. And even in India, you can rarely find the people they are learning Spanish, and yeah.
Exactly, exactly. I can fathom it totally. So, like right now, are you at office or at home?
Yeah, kind of office.
Okay, so like you do your practice over there at office because you have also go to the office and from morning to evening you must be busy with your work. So meanwhile, whenever you get time, then at that time you can do your practice. Correct.
Yeah, by profession I'm a working as a teacher.
Okay, but you just told me you're a accountant, like your field is accountant
Yeah,
in
my
your
major
introduction.
science,
Pardon?
account and finance. I belong from commerce background.
Commerce background. Okay. So like you are a teacher as well, and you do this work. So I can understand like how do you manage both work as a teacher and also as an accountant in working in office? How do you manage both things?
It, it is a school.
Okay, it's a school. So you are a teacher of accountant, like commerce in the commerce background.
No, I'm not. Actually, I teach account also, but I don't teach in a school. I teach in a school ID subject, computer science.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Got it. Got it. All right. I want to know, like, aspire to know, like, what kind of difficulties nowadays, whenever you have a conversation with any other person, so what kind of difficulties are you facing nowadays related to our English language? Like, if you find any difficulties while making sentences, because I feel you are a fluent, in a fluent. So, is any kind of difficulties have you faced or have you been facing?
When I connect with some, always I face problem when I connect with native speaker. Whenever I connect with native speaker, they always say, you Indian speak very hard pronunciation. Your pronunciation or accent is really so hard. It is no, it is difficult to understand. So that's why right now I'm working on IPA, International Phonetic Alphabet. It is a kind of it is a measurement to pronunciate. Have you ever read English to English
Yes.
dictionary? English to English dictionary?
Always I prefer English to English because Hindi, I feel na Hindi is also challenging. The pure Hindi words. I don't get many times the pure Hindi words. So most of the time, 95% I go with the English to English. I try to find out the synonym of
Yeah.
the like any vocabulary.
Yeah, no. When you refer Hindi to sorry English to English dictionary, you can see the pronunciation is written in English word. English word means
Yes, yes, yes.
already in English there is 26 letters, but
Hmm.
sounds is 44 sounds. The sound letter is 26 only, but using those
But the sounds are
we can
44.
create 44 sounds, like vowel sounds and alpha and consonant sound. In vowel sound there is 12, and short sound and long sound. For example, short sound, like for example we can say sit, sit,
Hmm.
sit,
Sit,
short
yes.
sound. Yeah, and when
Hmm.
we say sit, sit, long
In
sound.
sit, we have to pronounce quickly. Sit. And
Yeah, it's
on the other hand, the sound is like a bit long, quickly. Not, we can't say like a quickly. So
yeah.
there
So
is a
it is
difference in pronunciation.
it create a lot of confusion. People then when they start to learning it the first time, they say the same things, but it is wrong. So yeah, we have to understand, and it is so necessary to learn, because whenever you are going to connect with native speaker, or maybe other person, they are very fluent in English, that they are not from Indian background, so it will be little bit quite confusing. So that's why it is necessary. But whenever I connect with native, Indian people, they can understand perfectly. But right now I'm working on my pronunciation as well as grammar too.
Yes. All we like Indians have the mother tongue influence and pronunciation issue, I think, associated with each and every person, except few tutors. They don't have like that much pronunciation issue, but we all, learner especially, we have the pronunciation issue. So, how do you work on the phonics? Like, do you take any classes or anything like from YouTube? How do you learn that 44 sounds of those alphabets
I
in the
I
phonic
am
language?
Yeah, I'm learning from YouTube or using internet, because mostly I
Okay.
try to connect with native speaker, because my mission, I want to be very fluent in English, not just
Mhm.
talking with Indians only. I want to talk with all over the world and any part of the globe. I want to connect. So mostly
So
I
how do you
refer
connect with them? How do you connect with them, like those native speakers
from
and foreigners?
application. Actually, I connect using Instagram, Facebook, or even I use some applications. There is a different kind of applications available nowadays in Play Store. So I use different kind of application to connect with others person. Or whenever I find native speaker, I try to connect. I try to talk.
That's a great. So would you like to tell the YouTube channel name which you have followed for the learning the phonetic this phonetics
I,
sounds?
I don't
Is
follow
there any
any
specific?
specific. Just I search the what I want to get result, and just I watch a random two or three videos, and and I try to create, write the notes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I don't follow any YouTube channel. Even yeah, I don't follow. Whenever I feel like I have to work on that area, just I use internet or YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the resource you use, like YouTube. Most of the we learner use YouTube only. So that's a great thing. We should like work on our phonic like vowels and our phonic
It is
sounds as
so
well.
necessary, because it is very confusing language. People, they always, even they are in, you can see nowadays in YouTube, they are very viral. Everybody know, but you can see when they speak, they do every sentence, every pronunciation wrong, but still people are following because they don't know the real pronunciation. That's why they are following
Mm-hmm.
blindly. They are following them blindly. But when
Yes,
they
yes.
know that they are speaking very bad, and their pronunciation is not perfect, so that's why whenever if you are going to follow anybody, make sure they are very perfect, or they are. It will be better if you follow the native speaker.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, exactly. Earlier, I used one application. Using that application, we can connect it with the foreigners. But the problem is that on that application, we have to purchase the subscription, and we can talk only for the 4 minutes or 3 minutes. The time duration is only that. Like once your call get connected, you can talk only the 5 minutes with the other person, and after that, automatically it will get it get disconnected. And I think the coins you have to purchase for that, like overall we should purchase the paid version for this. So this is also quite difficult because I remember like once I purchased Joe stock and that was quite affordable, like only 500 rupees you can purchase subscription for the 1 year, so that is enough. Like for the middle class and lower class people, like 500 is enough, but when it comes to pay a higher exorbitant amount, that is quite difficult. So Camly also is a good platform where we can take a one-to-one session. Camly, but same, it's
Hmm.
exorbitant for the for the like middle class people. But
Yeah.
yeah, like
Actually, there are so many applications available, but it is, you know, it is paid application. You have to pay,
yes,
or you have to pay in dollar. Dollar means you can pay in rupees, but ultimately, it will convert in dollar. So that's why it look
yes,
like, it seems like it is
mm-hmm.
higher money.
Okay, all right. So have you ever made any conversation with the foreigner people and you upload on your YouTube channel? Has
Yeah,
it
so
ever happened?
You can see on my YouTube channel, I have uploaded 5 6 videos. Mostly I connect with in, in audio conversation. That's why I can't, if I will upload those videos, so it is not will be very effective. So I have uploaded 3 or 4 videos.
But if like with whom you had a conversation, if they are your friend, so you can ask them like make a video call with me like whenever you get time. So in this way you can get a chance to talk on video call as well with them.
Yeah, one thing I observe, whenever I connect with native speaker, they always busy. Rarely they
Mm-hmm.
they don't give you prefer, even whenever they are free, only they will talk with you. Otherwise, if
Mm-hmm.
we Indian to just learn any language, we give lot of time. We provide, we waste or invest whatever we say, lot of time. But
Yes, yes.
American or British, they don't give value to learn any new language. They want to learn language. So if they are free, only they will give some time to learn. They are not very serious to
Mm-hmm.
learn any language. So even sometime, earlier I used to talk with native speakers simultaneously. I was helping to learn Hindi language, but they are not very, like curiosity to
Mm-hmm.
learn language. They want to learn, but they don't they are not ready to give time to learn other languages.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. I apprehend they because the language is only like belong to them. So definitely they don't have that priority rather
Yeah.
than us. Like we have lots of priority because it's our second language and we have to focus too much compared to them. So that's why they never like pay heed toward us. Okay. All right, sir. So really like I have learned lots of things from your side and it's quite a captivating conversation with you. Do you want to ask anything?
Yeah, just I want to how long journey to learn this language, and how do you practice?
Well, I have been learning for the more than 1.5 years, like 1.5 years. So I do practice like whatever the tips and tricks are given on the YouTube. So I follow those tips and tricks. Not every each and every is not possible for me. Like very many people they say that shadowing technique, mirror technique, but it never worked for me. Whenever I see myself in the mirror, I start laughing. So it's quite difficult for me to do mirror technique. But apart from this, the listening, reading, I am not a bibliophile and I don't have that keen interest to reading. But still, in order to learn this language, I started reading few days ago. So I focus on the reading as well, then listening and talking to the people like as I connected with you. So I connect with all persons and I do practice like this. The same method which all person they like all the learners they follow. The same method I also follow. So this is all. And
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
your do you have any special technique, any special method which you have been following and you feel okay, no, this is like workful method for me. Is any different?
Yeah, earlier, my learning this language is really short journey. I have started since Jan, but I am serious since Feb 2024, last 3 months. So that time I used to talk with only native speakers. Always I'm crazy to find the native speaker. So 1 month
Okay.
I used to talk with native speakers, and that time I was feeling like, to learn English language is really, like a cup of tea. I can learn very easily, but after that they become busy in their work and they are not going to be provide me extra time to talk with me. So then I come in WhatsApp group or Telegram group like that, then I feel
Mm-hmm.
I have to go to long journey. That means, reading, writing, speaking, grammar, pronunciation. So so when and then I connect with some good speakers, or maybe they are very they are learning last 20 year, 30 years, 40 year. So when I connect, then I ask, just tell me in which areas I have to work. And when I realize I have to work, and they also tell you have to work on pronunciation and grammar, because whenever you speak, you do some silly mistake on grammar, or pronunciation is not perfect. So yeah, I also realized that's why I'm learning on pronunciation. So I have started I'm very confused how to start, how to improve my pronunciation. To just improve my pronunciation, I am used to listen native speakers, the conversational videos. And sometimes I try to learn phonesty. Phonics are really so important. Phonics help to
Mm-hmm.
how to, you can learn how to create, how to sounds. phonics is really necessary. If in a school, if a teacher will teach a child how to sound the word and how to pronounce
Mm-hmm.
the word, then will never find any kind of difficulty in future to reading English, because we Indian do a lot of mistake. Even our teacher has been taught wrong pronunciation.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Because
I
in India,
apprehend, apprehend.
I day before yesterday, I talked with one girl. She is from Nepal. So in India, we call momos. We call that
Momos,
momo,
yes.
but or it is origin from Nepal, or it is momo, not momos. But when something come in India, it become famous all over the world. Nowadays, you can say in every part of the world they called momos, because due to the
Mm-hmm.
population. And even
Popularity.
India live in any part of the world. If there is no India, maybe there is no Earth. It is out of
Mm-hmm.
the planet. So
Yes, yes.
that's why India, when something come in India, it become popular. So that's why we have to work on pronunciation in India. What we listen, even a wrong pronunciation, we start to using the that pronunciation while making conversation. So we have to break the barrier and we have to learn the right pronunciation. So that's why I'm learning from the beginning that phonics for not for elders, it is for child learn
Mm-hmm.
phonics, pronounce or spell the words. But I'm learning because it is effective for me. After everybody, if they really want to learn from the basic, or they want to improve, if they just want to speak, then they can use whatever they speak, they listen in environment, they can speak. So
Yes,
my
yes, yes.
yeah, I'm doing this one.
Yes, I apprehend it like pronunciation is equally important. And like gradually, you will also improve, and we will improve if we focus on it. Definitely. So,
Yeah.
really, sir, it was like a good communication with you. And thank you for connecting with me. Thank you for giving your precious time.
Okay,
All
bye.
right, sir. Okay, bye bye.
Bye.